Portugal just quietly told 500,000 retirement dreamers, not anymore. No property route, no 5-year citizenship, prices up double digits in the exact neighborhoods everyone was told to buy in. And here's the part almost nobody's covering: the retirees didn't stop leaving. They just stopped telling you where they went. I spent the last few weeks pulling apart the 2026 retirement indexes, the actual visa portals, and the tax codes, not the recycled listicles, to find exactly where that money is moving now. 14 countries made the cut. Number 3 has a tax rate so low it sounds like a typo. Number 11 just outranked Portugal itself on a major global index, and it's a country almost no one puts on a retirement shortlist. And 4 of these are in Africa, places that never make these videos but genuinely should have been on your radar years ago. If you're even a little bit serious about retiring abroad, you're going to want to see all 14, because the ones getting the least attention right now are exactly the ones about to get expensive. Quick ask before we dive in: hit subscribe. This channel lives on people who actually want the real numbers, not the fluff, and I've got full country-by-country deep dives coming for several of these. Okay, let's start with the one everyone's suddenly obsessed with. Starting with the country everyone's talking about: Greece. International Living just put Greece in the #1 spot worldwide for the first time in the index's 35-year history. The pitch is simple: a flat 7% tax on foreign income for up to 15 years, a golden visa starting around 250,000 euros, and a couple can live comfortably in Athens or Thessaloniki on roughly $2,000 to $2,700 a month. Healthcare in the cities is excellent. Just no coverage thins out on the smaller islands, so bring international insurance if you're chasing that island life dream. Cyprus. Cyprus is the one nobody puts on their vision board, and that might be the point. As an EU citizen, you don't even need a visa here, just residency registration. The tax angle is what sells it: a flat 5% on foreign pension income above roughly 5,000 euros a year versus progressive rates elsewhere that can hit double digits. Run the math: a 50,000 euro pension taxed at Cyprus's flat rate saves you thousands compared to most of Western Europe. Add a 17-year non-dom exemption on foreign dividends and interest, and Cyprus quietly becomes one of the best-kept tax secrets in the EU. Italy isn't new, but its retiree tax deal just got a lot more accessible. If you move to a qualifying town in southern Italy, think Puglia, Calabria, Sicily, Sardinia, you can lock in a flat 7% tax on all your foreign income for 10 years. And as of April this year, the list of eligible towns expanded to include dozens more, opening up places like Ostuni and Noto. It's not Tuscany priced. It's real Italy, real food, real history, at a fraction of the cost, with one of the best tax deals in the EU attached. Now we cross the Atlantic. Panama's Pensionado visa is arguably still the single best retirement visa on the planet. You need just $1,000 a month in pension income, or $750 if you buy $100,000 in property. Residency is permanent from day one, and the discounts are almost absurd: 50% off entertainment, 25% off restaurants and domestic flights, 15 to 20% off doctors and prescriptions. It's dollarized, so no currency risk, and foreign income isn't taxed at all. Boquete for eternal spring weather, Coronado for beach life, Panama City if you want an actual metro and skyline. Uruguay is the boring choice, and I mean that as a compliment. It won't win a beauty contest against Colombia's climate or Panama's discount card, but it offers something rarer in the region: genuine political stability and the strongest property rights in South America. New residents pay 0 tax on foreign income for up to 11 years, dropping to just 7% after that, the lowest flat rate anywhere in Latin America. Montevideo's Pochitos and Carrasco neighborhoods are quietly filling up with expats who want calm over chaos. Colombia is winning on pure value. Medellin's eternal spring, low 70s Fahrenheit year-round, plus a retirement visa that needs as little as $750 to $1,000 a month in pension income, the lowest bar in the region. Private health insurance called Prepagada runs just $100 to $300 a month and is genuinely excellent. Beyond Medellin, Cartagena gives you colonial beach vibes, while smaller coffee region cities like Pura stretch your budget even further. Jumping to Southeast Asia, Malaysia's My Second Home program, MM2H, got a major overhaul and the entry tier is now surprisingly reachable. The silver tier needs a $150,000 fixed deposit and a modest property purchase for a renewable 5-year pass. Go gold with $500,000 and you get 15 years. What you get in return: JCI accredited private hospitals at a fraction of Western prices, widespread English, and a couple can live well in Penang or Kuala Lumpur on $1,500 to $2,200 a month. No tax on foreign-sourced income for retirees either. Costa Rica's Pensionado visa asks for just $1,000 a month in guaranteed pension income. What you're buying is Pura Vida, a genuinely slower, happier pace of life, backed up by rankings as one of the happiest countries on Earth. Healthcare costs run 40 to 80% below U.S. prices, and the biodiversity is unmatched. You can go from cloud forest to Caribbean beach town like Puerto Viejo in an afternoon. Budget-wise, expect $1,800 to $2,800 a month depending on how close to San Jose and its hospitals you want to be. Mexico stays on this list simply because nothing else matches the convenience. It's a short flight, or a drive, from almost anywhere in the U.S. with decades-old expat hubs like Lake Chapala and San Miguel de Allende that already have the infrastructure figured out. Private hospitals in expat areas rival U.S. quality at a fraction of the cost. The catch: if you spend more than 183 days a year and become a tax resident, pension income can be taxed at standard rates up to 35%. So this one takes more careful planning than most on this list. Closing out the Americas, Ecuador, the dollarized underdog. The pensioner visa needs around $1,500 a month in pension income, and Cuenca has become such an established American retiree hub that you'll find English-speaking clinics and expat meetups everywhere. Healthcare rankings here have actually beaten Spain and Norway in some global comparisons. Its colonial city charm, Andean mountain air, and some of the lowest costs of living on this entire list. Now let's head somewhere most retirement channels never go: Africa, starting with the country that's already beating Portugal at its own game. In one major 2025 global retirement ranking, Mauritius placed second overall, right behind Portugal. The retirement permit asks for a $1,500 a month deposit into a local bank account, and after 3 straight years you can upgrade to a 20-year permanent residence permit. Average monthly living costs run around just $800, with one-bedroom apartments as low as $274. It's politically stable, ranks among the safest nations on the continent, and does not tax foreign income, a genuinely slept-on option. South Africa earns its spot on world-class healthcare alone. Private hospitals in Cape Town and Johannesburg rival Western facilities at 50 to 70% lower cost. The retirement visa asks for roughly $1,200 a month in guaranteed income, and gated communities along the Cape Town coast and Garden Route give you resort-level living for a fraction of European prices. It's not uniformly safe everywhere, so most retirees stick to the well-established expat suburbs. But for the money, the lifestyle upside is hard to beat. Morocco is the one that feels like Europe without the European price tag or the European bureaucracy. It sits a short ferry ride from Spain, runs on a straightforward long-stay visa, and retirees can live comfortably on around $1,000 a month. Healthcare in the major cities keeps improving. An established retiree community already exists in places like Marrakech and coastal Essaouira, and the culture, food, and architecture give you a genuinely different experience without a genuinely different price. Closing the list with Kenya, for retirees who want their retirement to actually feel like an adventure. With a monthly income of around $2,000, you qualify for Kenya's retiree visa program, and an active, long-established expat community is already in place in Nairobi and along the coast. The highlands offer a cooler, milder climate if the equator sun isn't your thing, and it's one of the few places on this list where world-class safari access is a weekend trip, not a bucket list flight. Just budget for comprehensive international health insurance, Specialist care can mean traveling abroad. 14 countries, one truth. Portugal opened the door, but the world walked through it. Wherever you land, just double-check the rules before you pack. They move fast these days. So, which one's calling your name? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if this helped you picture your next chapter, subscribe and stick around. There's a lot more of this journey to map out together. See you in the next one.